So we are almost there. And what I want to show you is that if I open up Maven, and then let's try, and in here, let's open up customer, lifecycle, and then let's just try to compile customer and see what happens. So this gives me an error right here, and the error is missing, so no dependency for AMQP and clients. So remember, I said that these are dependencies for our project, correct? Now the reason why this is not finding them is because we did not run yet Maven install. So let me just demonstrate to you what it means. Let me open up my terminal, and within my terminal, let me type cd, and here if I say pwd, I mean the root of my user. Now here I've got a folder called .m2, so cd .m and then 2, there we go. And inside of m2 I've got a folder called repository. If I cd into repository, now let me type ls, and this basically contains all the build artifacts. Now if I cd into, so basically you can see that this follows the package folder structure. So let me just navigate to cd and then com right here, and if I type ls, so currently you don't see that I do have anything with Amigos code. And this is why in IntelliJ, if I open up, I think it was the run tab in here, so it says that customer cannot run because the AMQP as well as clients jar snapshot are missing, so no dependency information. So what I'm going to do is, so open up AMQP and then lifecycle and then install. So what install does, so in here I've got the official documentation for Maven, and within the build lifecycles basics, I'm going to give you this link actually so you can follow along. But if I scroll down, have a look, install the package into the local repository for use as a dependency in other projects locally. So this is what we want. Whenever you want to start fresh from a project, you basically, so you open up the root and then lifecycle, and then you perform a install. So in here, so you perform a clean. So let's just clean everything first. So you could do this through the terminal by using Maven clean install, or through here. So here, I'm just going to now say install. So this now should install all the modules for us. So just give it a second. So you can see that it's building a bunch of things. And there we go. So build success. Now have a look. So all of these modules have been successfully installed. So what I'm going to do is go back to my terminal, and then still within com folder. Now if I type ls, check this out. Now we have Amigos code, and now I can say ls and then Amigos code and have a look. So we have all the modules. So we have Amigos code services, API gateway, client, customer, so on and so forth. So let me cd into Amigos code and then AMQP. There we go. And then type ls and have a look. We have 1.0 and then snapshot. Now this right here should be familiar. So within IntelliJ, if I open up, for example, customer, pom.xml, and have a look. So we have this dependency right here, right? So within, so if I collapse this, you can see that we have this dependency as well as for clients. So 1.0 and then snapshot. So also, I just realized that by default it's compiled, but let's always enforce this scope and then compile. So now we can open up this Maven tab, and then in here, let's just try to basically compile, oops, not there, but here, compile customer. So before we couldn't, now let's see if we can. So compile only customer and have a look. Now it does work. So this is something that you have to bear in mind. So always first you need to install. So you need to install from the root so that everything gets installed to the local repository. So you can use the modules as a dependency in other projects. So what we have achieved is the ability of installing from the root POM right here. So this we can install from here, but also we can install individual modules. So if, for example, your team is working on the customer module right here, you can basically install the jar independently from my team. Let's say my team works on fraud, and maybe I just want to release fraud. Then I can basically just say, right, so let's just compile, and I can even package, so on and so forth, independently, right? So if I also say compile in here, I just want to show you that this should also work. And there we go. So there we go, we've done it. Next, let's run all of our microservices.